Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all today. Thank you for joining us for this important session. Today, we're going to discuss the Emergency Response Plan, or ERP, a crucial guide for managing emergencies effectively. On this first slide, you see my name, Dr. S.K. Singh, along with the title Ph.D. and the main topic of our presentation, the Emergency Response Plan. Over the course of this presentation, we'll explore what an ERP is, why it's essential, and how we can implement it to ensure safety and preparedness. So, let's get started and make this session informative and engaging. Let's take a closer look at what an Emergency Response Plan, or ERP, really is. Essentially, it's a clear set of immediate actions that we need to take when an emergency occurs. The goal here is to ensure that everyone knows exactly what to do right away, minimizing confusion and chaos. The ERP emphasizes rapid response, meaning we act quickly to contain the situation. It also focuses on control, making sure the situation doesn't escalate further. And finally, it's about recovery, getting back to normal operations as smoothly and safely as possible after the incident. You'll notice that an ERP is an essential part of our overall management systems, including good manufacturing practices, or GMP, environmental, health, and safety protocols, and our risk management strategies. Having a solid plan in place supports our commitment to safety, compliance, and protecting our people and our environment. Throughout this presentation, we'll see how the ERP integrates with other safety measures to create a comprehensive approach to managing emergencies effectively. Let's take a closer look at WHO GMP, which emphasizes facility safety and emergency preparedness. This means that our facilities must be designed and maintained to ensure the safety of everyone working there, as well as being ready to handle any emergency situations that may arise. It's about creating a safe environment where risks are minimized and preparedness plans are in place. Moving on to the U.S. FDA, specifically 21 CFR Part 211, this regulation focuses on protecting personnel, products, and records. It underscores the importance of safeguarding our staff from hazards, ensuring the integrity and safety of our products, and maintaining accurate, secure records for traceability and compliance. In the European context, EU GMP emphasizes risk-based emergency controls. This approach encourages us to identify potential risks proactively and implement controls that are proportional to those risks, rather than using a one-size-fits-all method. It's about being smarter and more efficient in our emergency preparedness. Then there's OSHA and the Factories Act in India, which set out legal requirements for workplace safety and health. These regulations are designed to protect workers and ensure safe working conditions, emphasizing the importance of compliance to prevent accidents and injuries. Finally, we have ISO 45001 for occupational health and safety management, and ISO 14001 for environmental management. These international standards help organizations systematically improve safety and environmental performance, fostering a culture of continuous safety enhancement and environmental responsibility. All of these regulatory and guideline requirements tie into our overall goal, ensuring that our facilities are safe, compliant, and prepared for any emergencies, ultimately supporting the integrity of our operations and the well-being of everyone involved. Today, I want to highlight the key objectives of our emergency response plan. First and foremost, protecting human life and health is our top priority. We need to ensure that everyone involved remains safe and that any risks to health are minimized. Next, we focus on minimizing the impact on product quality. It's crucial that, even in emergency situations, we do our best to preserve the integrity of our products and avoid contamination or defects. Preventing environmental contamination is also a vital goal. We must act swiftly to contain any spills or releases to protect our surrounding environment and comply with environmental standards. Ensuring regulatory compliance is another essential point. We need to follow all relevant laws and regulations to avoid legal issues and demonstrate our commitment to responsible operations. Finally, enabling fast recovery and maintaining continuity of operations is critical. We want to resume our normal activities as quickly as possible, minimizing downtime and ensuring that our business keeps running smoothly. Overall, these objectives guide us in preparing for emergencies in a way that prioritizes safety, quality, environmental responsibility, compliance, and resilience. When it comes to emergency preparedness, it's crucial to recognize the variety of potential hazards we might face. For instance, fires and explosions are some of the most immediate threats, often resulting from equipment malfunctions or accidental ignition sources. Chemical spills or solvent leakages can pose serious health risks and environmental damage if not managed quickly. Exposure to toxic gases is another danger, especially in areas where chemicals are handled or stored improperly. Biological hazards, such as pathogen exposure, can also occur, particularly in healthcare or research settings. Power failures or utility breakdowns can disrupt operations and compromise safety systems, making it vital to have backup plans in place. Equipment or HVAC failures can affect not only comfort but also safety, especially when maintaining sterile environments or climate control. Then there are natural disasters like earthquakes and floods, which can strike unexpectedly and cause widespread damage. The key here is to identify these potential emergencies early on. Knowing what risks are present allows us to prepare appropriate response plans, minimizing harm and ensuring safety. By understanding these hazards, we can create a comprehensive emergency plan that addresses each scenario effectively, which is essential for maintaining a safe environment for everyone involved. Let's take a closer look at the Emergency Response Team, or ERT, and understand how it functions during an emergency. The team is made up of clearly defined roles to ensure a swift and organized response. First, we have the incident controller, who is responsible for managing the overall situation and making critical decisions. Next is the safety officer, whose main focus is to ensure everyone's safety and mitigate risks. Then there's the first aid team, equipped to provide immediate medical assistance to those injured. The firefighting team is prepared to handle fire-related emergencies, working quickly to contain and extinguish fires. Evacuation coordinators are tasked with guiding everyone safely out of the danger zone and ensuring that evacuation procedures are followed smoothly. It's also very important that emergency contacts are clearly displayed and easily accessible at all times. This helps ensure rapid communication during a crisis. All of these elements come together as part of our emergency response organization, which is designed to keep everyone safe and minimize impact when emergencies happen. By understanding these roles and organizing our response effectively, we reinforce the overall safety culture we've been discussing throughout this presentation. It's all about being prepared, organized, and proactive in protecting ourselves and others. Let's talk about what happens immediately when a fire alarm goes off. The first step is the immediate activation of the alarm itself, which alerts everyone in the area to the danger. Once the alarm sounds, our internal communication protocol kicks in. This means quickly informing the right people within the organization to ensure a coordinated response. At the same time, external communication becomes crucial. We need to notify the fire brigade without delay so they can arrive and handle the situation effectively. It's also essential to contact the hospital if there's any risk of injuries or medical emergencies, and to inform pollution control authorities if there's any environmental impact involved. Another key aspect is documenting everything, from the incident details to the response timeline. This documentation helps us review how the situation was managed and improves future responses. Lastly, emergency communication and reporting are vital for keeping all stakeholders informed and ensuring transparency throughout the incident. All of these steps are interconnected and vital to managing emergencies efficiently, aligning with our overall goal of safety and preparedness. Now, let's talk about the chemical spill response procedure, especially when handling flammable and toxic substances. First, it's crucial to have the right tools on hand, such as spill kits, which are specifically designed to contain and clean up chemical spills safely and efficiently. Using a fume hood is essential when working with hazardous chemicals because it helps ventilate harmful vapors away from you and the lab environment. Emergency showers and eye wash stations are also vital. They provide immediate decontamination to minimize injury in case of exposure. Protecting our samples, instruments, and electronic data, like what we have stored in LIMS or CDS, is equally important. A spill or exposure can compromise data integrity and damage sensitive equipment, so we must handle spills swiftly and carefully to avoid any contamination or data loss. In emergency situations within QC laboratories, knowing the proper response procedures isn't just about safety. It's about maintaining the integrity of our work and ensuring everyone's safety. Always remember, quick and appropriate action can make a significant difference in minimizing harm and contamination. Let's start with immediately shutting down any affected equipment. This is crucial to prevent the spread of contamination and to protect both personnel and the environment. Next, we need to isolate utilities such as power, gas, and steam. By cutting off these utilities, we help contain the issue and prevent further hazards or damage. Segregating impacted materials is also key. We want to ensure that any contaminated products or materials are separated from the rest of the production area to avoid cross-contamination. Along with that, labeling and quarantining these products is essential. Clearly marking them and keeping them isolated ensures everyone knows they are not to be used until they are properly assessed and cleared. Finally, implementing contamination control measures is vital. This includes cleaning, disinfecting, and taking steps to prevent the spread of contaminants. All of these actions form part of our emergency response in manufacturing areas, helping us manage incidents quickly, effectively, and safely, while maintaining the integrity of our overall quality management system. Let's talk about safe evacuation routes and assembly points. It's crucial that everyone knows exactly where to go in case of an emergency, so clear signage and well-planned routes are essential. Once we've evacuated, headcount verification helps us ensure everyone is accounted for, which is a key step in managing the situation effectively. We also need to be prepared to provide first aid and emergency medical support quickly. This means having trained personnel and proper equipment on hand to deal with injuries or health issues that might arise during an evacuation. Now, special provisions are necessary for certain groups of people. For disabled personnel, we must have accessible routes and assistance ready to ensure their safe evacuation. Similarly, high-risk areas like solvent storage or reactor zones require specific procedures and precautions to handle potential hazards during evacuation. Overall, evacuation and medical response planning is about safety, coordination, and ensuring no one is left behind. It's all about creating a comprehensive plan that keeps everyone protected and gets them to safety as smoothly as possible. Let's talk about emergency response training for all employees. It's crucial that everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency, so we conduct regular mock drills. These include fire drills, chemical spill responses, and evacuation exercises. The goal here is to ensure that our team is prepared for different scenarios. After each drill, we evaluate how effective it was, identifying what went well and where improvements are needed. Based on these findings, we implement corrective and preventive actions, or CAPA, to continually improve our response plans. This comprehensive approach, training, practicing through mock drills, and continuously evaluating, helps us build a safer, more prepared workplace. It's all about making sure safety is ingrained in our culture and that we're ready to respond effectively when it matters most. Let's talk about emergency response standard operating procedures, or SOPs. These are essential for ensuring everyone knows exactly what to do in case of an emergency. Incident and near-miss reports are also vital. They help us learn from situations that almost went wrong or did go wrong, so we can prevent future issues. Mock drill records are another key element. They allow us to practice our response plans regularly and identify areas for improvement. Speaking of improvement, periodic reviews and updates of our emergency response plans are necessary to keep them relevant and effective as conditions or risks change. And of course, continuous improvement is the goal. We achieve this through ongoing risk assessments, which help us identify new hazards and refine our procedures. All of this, documentation, regular reviews, and ongoing improvements, creates a cycle that strengthens our safety culture and readiness. By integrating these points into our overall safety management, we ensure that our response efforts are not just reactive but proactive, evolving with our organization's needs. A robust emergency response plan is absolutely vital in our industry. It serves to safeguard personnel, making sure everyone knows what to do and stays safe in the event of an emergency. Equally important, it helps protect GMP operations, ensuring that manufacturing processes are not compromised and that product quality remains intact. Maintaining regulatory compliance is another critical aspect. Regulators expect us to have clear, effective plans in place, and being prepared helps us meet those requirements. Lastly, an effective plan ensures an uninterrupted pharmaceutical supply, which is essential for patient safety and public health. So, in summary, having a comprehensive emergency response plan ties everything together, protecting people, safeguarding our operations, staying compliant, and keeping medicines flowing without interruption. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions or need additional information, I'm here to help. Feel free to contact me through the provided channels. Thank you so much for your attention and engagement throughout this presentation. I truly appreciate your time and interest. Remember, we're all in this together, and your success is important. Thank you again, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.